Zoel Lopez has a question for you, Jeff. What was it like working with Scott Hall during this time compared to the other interactions you had with him and other promotions? That's a decent question. Was there any difference in working with Scott here?
He came, look, just because of out of the corporate environment, me and Scott one on one, we never ever, I mean, to the day past, never, I don't even know that we really had an argument. I looked up to him greatly on his in-ring acumen in so many ways. He had that rough Germany run that I didn't realize, but I have, as I've gone through my whole process. That's probably the first time, but I really wasn't under the realization that I really saw the insanity of the disease, because it wasn't the Scott. I mean, I'm like, who is this guy? It's a different thing to be, hey man, we tied one on last night, didn't we, pal? Okay, that's partying and hanging out. But seeing a guy operate insanely, that was kind of the first. But me and him never had a crossword. But in the TNA days, and I know him working for me and my father, saying when he worked for my father, he had a drive to him. We had some really good matches during this era that, look, we plugged and played and did a lot of our stuff that we had done in WWF, but it was a different vibe, a different era. And, one thing that I think is a uncommon, unknown song, Scott's TNA theme song was one of Grado's favorites, but it really cool vibe to it as well. So Scott came to play. I wish things could have worked out. He's still the guy that I think is at the very top of my list. What you say, that never was world champion that should have been.
Oh, for sure. You mentioned it. Let's play it. This is Scott Hall's theme song. Marvelous Me by Dale Oliver. Man, you guys, I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize all the time, effort, energy, all the attention to detail that goes into putting on the show. And you guys were doing it every single week. Things like video walls, things like entrance music, just so many details. And that's why it's great to go back and relive some of the, I don't know, the origin story, if you will, of TNA. And we got more of that coming up on deck. We just finished episode 5. We will do another episode sooner rather than later, about 6 and 7. But next week, we're going to bounce all over the place.